Hi guys, AzureAce here and welcome back to another Dragon Ball Super episode discussion, where today we will be covering episode 66. And man, never has a Dragon Ball episode left me so conflicted before. This episode, like animation, music, just pretty much everything apart from plot, like 10 out of 10. You cannot get better than this. Like, this episode was absolutely insane. It was amazing. My inner child was screaming watching this episode. But then again, what the hell was this episode? Plot holes, retcons, Deus Ex Machinas on top of Deus Ex Machinas. What the hell was going on with the plot in this episode? It was so dumb. And there you see my confliction. But nevertheless, let's just get right into episode 66 of Dragon Ball Super.
決戦諦めない戦士たちの奇跡のパワー
The episode begins with the last one left off, with Goku and Zamasu being in the beam struggle, and we're getting into Bukai territory. There's a lot of music from the Bukai saga. We get Super Saiyan 3 later on in the episode when Vegito appears, and we have reviving Majin Buu right now. So it's kind of weird, but the songs are absolutely amazing from the Bukai arc, so I'm not complaining. Mai closes the doors of Bulma's lab, and we see Maki, the little girl, holding Trunks' sword, which will play heavily into the latter parts of the episode. Goku's like, fuck it, I'm gonna go full power. He goes full power with the Kamehameha. He makes Zamasu's giant ball of ki explode in his face, which is where we first see the new mutated purple side to Zamasu. Goku sees the opportunity, Zamasu's off guard, and he flies in, hitting him with a flurry of kicks. Zamasu grabs his leg and begins like the electricity thing, the thing that was happening in the last episode to Goku and Vegeta. And we see something I thought, and I'm pretty sure everyone else thought, that wasn't going to be returning for a very, very long time. Goku shouts, Kaioken! And brings out the blue Kaioken, pummeling Zamasu to the ground. Which is crazy. I didn't expect him to bring that back. It was only like 5 seconds worth, but it was absolutely amazing to see it come back for the brief moment it did. Zamasu's ring of light then disappears. Goku falls, and he's there with the Kais, Trunks and Vegeta, and we just hear Zamasu shout in the background, Son Goku! And he is just absolutely, he is furious, he is angered to no end, he's powering up, he's screaming, he has the huge white aura around him, and the lightning strikes him and makes his arm turn into the mutated purple thing that we saw in the previews. Kawasu then explains something many of us predicted. The reason why he's not healing is because his body isn't fully immortal. Goku Black's body was not immortal, meaning that side of him can't regenerate like Zamasu did. Then Goku finally says it. He says to Vegeta, the Potara, we're gonna fuse too. We get a nice bit of comedy that doesn't feel majorly out of place. Vegeta's like, hell no, I'm not fusing with you again. There's no way I'm gonna fuse with you again. Goku gets a senzu and an earring from Kaioshin, so it is Kaioshin, not Kawasu, and puts it on. And right, here's a major retcon. And not the first really stupid decision they've done this episode. Kawasu explains a new retcon in terms of the Potara fusion, in that the reason why they defused back in the Buu arc is because non-Kaioshin beings are only able to be fused for an hour with Potara. How stupid can you get? You can't tell us that Potara fusion is permanent in the Buu arc, then tell us it's now an hour. The entire Vegito vs Buuhan fight only lasted about 40 to 50 minutes, like episode wise in Dragon Ball Z, so that makes absolutely zero sense for them to have diffused before that time limit, so they're even breaking their own rules by doing that. Whoever wrote this part in is an absolute idiot. It's just really stupid. I don't like it at all, although I'm gonna have to get used to it, I guess, so you know what, I'll deal with it. But anyway, they finally fuse and we get the same line from the Boo art, the whole alright, and I can't tell you how good it feels to hear the Nozawa Horikawa dual voice again, and we get a confirmed name as Vegito powers up immediately from the get-go into Super Saiyan Blue to create Vegito Blue as Zamasu fires a blast at him and Vegito just absolutely beasts it. No problem at all. As we go to a commercial break, we come back and Zamasu's going on about his usual drivel, where Vegito then clocks him right in the face and the fight begins. Zamasu punches and Vegito dodges and they start going in punch after punch. It's literally so damn fast you cannot keep up with this. Vegito pins him down to the ground and he almost explodes as a sort. They then collide fists with Zamasu coming out on top. He pulls out his aura blade and out of nowhere, BAM! Vegito pulls out the Spirit Sword, stabbing Zamasu right in the chest. Zamasu is confused. Vegito says he can no longer do the Zero Mortals plan because there will always be a mortal living on inside him, being the body of Goku. Zamasu wanted that because Goku is the representation of the god's failure. And he starts crying and even, Vegito's confused as hell. And then Zamasu starts growing bigger and bigger and he becomes a giant. This is what is going on. He becomes like giant Zamasu, which must I say, this would be an amazing raid boss in like Xenoverse 2 or Xenoverse 3. So Dimps, get on it, right? Get on this right now. But Gowasu says that his form is the personification of Zamasu's conflicted feelings between gods and mortals. Bulma then arrives behind them all with Mai in the time machine, and Mai hands Trunks his sword. However, it's broken. We see Maki and Haru shouting for Trunks, and then Trunks powers up. And somehow, someway, through some sort of bullshit, Deus Ex Machina uses his key to form an aura blade over the broken part of the sword. Somehow, I don't know. It's dumb, but it's cool though. It's cool, but it's dumb. Vegito's still laying into Zamasu and then jumps back. Final Kamehameha! A very rare moment of a video game term being brought into the main series. Zamasu survives. Vegito instant transmissions up to him, and just as he's about to punch Zamasu, oh no! The fusion fails and they turn back into Goku and Vegeta somehow, despite it not even being like half an hour. More dumb things. Zamasu pummels them both to the ground and goes to slice them in half as Trunks comes in and saves the day as always, blocking it with his new aura blade. Zamasu and Trunks have this amazing sword fight. He slices into Zamasu but gets punched away by him. Zamasu then slices down with Trunks blocking, saying that he will protect the worlds and the mortals as he starts shining with his white light. Maki and Haru are still shouting for Trunks and they start to shine white with the aura Trunks had. Then everyone starts shouting for Trunks and they all start shining white, and somehow, some way, Trunks begins forming a spirit bomb. How? Since when has Trunks had the ability to form a spirit bomb? What the hell is going on? This is so dumb. Why is Trunks is like a Mary Sue? What is going on? It's so stupid. Like, it's so amazing and like badass as hell, but it's so dumb. Why is he doing this? I don't know. But Trunks' sword begins to shine blue as Goku and Vegeta give him their key. Trunks then flies up into the spirit bomb and almost absorbs its energy, and he has this blue aura, not exactly the same as Super Saiyan Blue but very close to it, as the sword turns to a mix of the blue, yellow, white key that Super Saiyan Blue has. Trunks then flies at Zamasu who blocks it. Trunks then slashes at Zamasu's aura blade and smashes it, and then with one swift strike stabs right into Zamasu and takes it out. He's bleeding just like pure white light, and with one massive slash, Trunks literally slices up and cuts this fool in half as the episode ends there. But now it's time for my overall thoughts for this episode. Absolutely amazing episode. Like, if I'm looking at this, just turn my head off, look at it that way without looking at all the retcons and the different parts that were just super dumb. This is easily the best episode of Super we have had yet. It's second to none. Animation, perfect. Music, perfect. Voice acting, perfect. Choreography, perfect. Plot, not perfect. And we'll get into that in a moment. But yeah, this episode was just... I'm speechless, man. It's just... Even now, like 2 days later, I'm still getting goosebumps. Like, just thinking about it, it was so amazing. It's easily in my top 10 most favourite Dragon Ball episodes of all time, if I disregard the whole things that have went on with different, you know, dumb things, the Genki Dama sword, I don't know. But yeah, first, retcons and just dumb things everywhere. The Potara thing it's not too bad, but they could have explained it another way. It's just dumb because they completely contradicted themselves, because Vegeta wasn't fused for an hour in Z, which is just dumb. And there was the whole Genki Dama sword, Spirit Bomb sword thing, I don't know, I guess it's a spirit sword of sorts for Trunks. Like, he must be a god, or must be stronger than Goku and Vegeta by now. Because he was beating on Zamasu when Vegito was having trouble with Zamasu. It's so dumb. But yeah, this is my most favourite episode super yet. Top 10 most favourite episodes of all time. Trunks definitely deserved this win. He deserved the win. We're going to see that next week someone is going to come in and clean up a couple of things that basically the mortals just cannot do. It's impossible for them to do. We're going to see who that is soon. You'll already know if you've seen my episode 67 leaks video. And one more thing I want to say is Vegito deserved more time. Like, he should have been kind of drawn out for a couple of episodes, so at least the diffusion back into Goku and Vegeta would have made sense, because there's too many points where, you know, oh, this form or this, you know, power is too much and is going to cancel the fusion. We've seen it before with Gotenks, and well, we've seen it now with Vegito, supposedly. But yeah, he definitely deserved more time. I wish this was dragged out a couple more episodes, but it just means we're going to have an even more longer filler arc. And I would have loved to see Vegito in a filler arc, man. Just Bulma and Chi-Chi arguing over him, that would be absolutely amazing. But now with the overall thoughts out of the way, it's time to get into the previews, as with episode 67 entitled Fill Your Heart with New Hope, Farewell Trunks, which does seem to spell the end of the future Trunks arc as we know it. The previews start with Trunks slashing through Zamasu, making him turn into these little sparkles of dust or whatever. And if you've seen in my video about the episode 67 leaks, he does lose his physical body and begins to cover the sky, quote unquote. I'm not sure what that means. It may mean he still mentally might be there, might still be attacking them, but without actually being there, if you kind of get what I mean, since he's immortal. No idea what's going on with that. We then see Goku and Vegeta smiling, and the sky drop does actually look like they're back in the present timeline. We then see the thing that most people, including myself, were worried about. We see that Zeno, the Omni King himself, is indeed returning in this episode. However, I'm honestly not as opposed to it now as I was before. Trunks got the true win, Trunks got the true W. He was the one who actually killed Zamasu, which I am happy for. And they can only, you know, do so much to an immortal being. Zeno's gonna have to finish him by himself, since he is the king of everything. He can pretty much wipe out anyone if he wanted to, which is fine by me because Trunks got the true win here. We also see Whis and Beerus on Beerus' planet. Now, I've seen a theory going around that this could possibly be future Whis and future Beerus, as Zeno will have to clean up the future and restore all the gods of destruction and the Kaioshins as well, in turn bringing Beerus and Whis back, which could possibly open up the opportunity for Trunks to train with future Whis and unlock Super Saiyan Blue. That would be amazing if they have us, like, if they give us a special or a movie based around that. That would be absolutely amazing. The final shots we see are back in the present with Kid Trunks, Goku, Vegeta and Bulma all looking up smiling, which is likely seeing Trunks and Mai go back to the future in the time machine, thus ending the future Trunks arc of Dragon Ball Super. I'm going to have a discussion up pretty soon, maybe the next 2 weeks or 3 weeks, on what's going to happen now, where does this leave us, what's going to happen next in Dragon Ball Super. Before I end off this video, I do want to say I have a very special message from a certain someone who has done some things for me for my new outro that will be on my videos from this video and henceforth. I am so grateful to the man who did this for me. He is one of my favourite voice actors, one of my most favourite voice actors of all time, and I'm just absolutely ecstatic that I have the chance to have this man voice my outro. So please stay tuned to the very end of the video to hear that. But nevertheless, if you guys like this video, please leave a like and a comment in the comment section below. Share this amongst your friends. I've been AzureAce, and thank you for coming to the video.
You have arrived. I'm here to tell you that if you don't subscribe to AzureAce for Dragon Ball, Kingdom Hearts, and Pokemon TCG content, you will wander forever in the darkness of your heart.